Hello YouTube and welcome back to Let's Play Bloons TIE Defense 5 Steam. In this episode I really want to use the Ring of Fire again. You might remember me using the Ring of Fire last time I was on this track, except I was doing it in the bottom corner rather than the top, because it was on reverse last time. So as we will also might remember from the Maze episode, the Ring of Fire can be quite efficient, and especially on this map it can just wreck things completely. Although I do remember that I was having some trouble before, previously, with the Ring of Fire strategy, because I don't have any camo detection initially. It might have been better to get the Ice Tower specialty building, and then still start off with a tack shooter, and then maybe even start off with the Ring of Fire before I get into the Ice Tower, but then using the Ice Tower as my camo detection. That might have been a better idea. However, I think what I'm going to do is instead I will use a Ninja Monkey in between the different tack shooters rather than an Ice Tower. Even though the Ice Tower does seem like a more logical tower type to combo with the tack shooter, because they both have AoE, and the Ice Tower can slow it down so that the Ring of Fire has a better chance of popping it, and the Ring of Fire can still pop frozen balloons because it's fire. Even though that does make more sense, I think I'm going to use the Ninja Monkey, because then it has the distraction ability, so it can knock back balloons towards the beginning of the track, so that the Rings of Fire have more times to pop it, or more time to pop it, more chances. But then it also not only has camo detection, but it also has lead popping. Now the issue is camo lead, because the flash bomb can pop camo lead, but I don't really want to go for the camo lead, or for the flash bomb. I want to go for the Ninjutsu Master, so it has better anti-MOAB. And as soon as I can get, you know, I'm gonna get extra range right now, just to be safe, because I think that was my problem before. My problem was that I didn't have the range on it to make it completely effective. Because right now it's popping through everything. And I've still got plenty of time, if it does miss one, in order to use like a road spike or something. And there, now it's got Ring of Fire, it's got a much faster attack rate, or it seems like it does. So that should be able to just tear through everything, even the black balloons. And let's see, place the Ninja Monkey right there. Increase the effectiveness and sharp shuriken and all that. That's going to be very helpful. So that's my camo. I think I might want to go with a Monkey Village in order to get the camo lead popping. Or maybe I could go with a whatchamacallit, a wizard. I mean, that's an option. I could go like Ring of Fire, Ninja Monkey, Wizard, Ring of Fire, Ninja Monkey, Wizard, and just sort of do that combination, or that code, that sequence, down the Z factor. That would be a bit different from what I usually do, and that would kind of cover all my bases, because then the tornadoes would also help out, knocking back balloons at the beginning of the track to give the Ring of Fire more time to pop it. So that would work. I do, however, want to increase up to a Ninjutsu Master, and this track actually might go a bit faster because the auto send round paired with the Ring of Fire right by the beginning of the track is going to be very useful for speeding this along. I just wish there was a faster way to fast forward, as you all know, because I always like to do things faster, pretty much. Not all things, obviously, because some things you do need to take your time on. But, let's see. Fireball Tower, or Fireball Monkey, and then Monkey Sense right there, so it has camo and lead popping, which I don't even need until like round 69, I believe, or was it, I think it's 59. Was it? Yeah, I think it's around 59. It has the camo lead. If not 59, it was 69, so I don't remember. But anyway, so yeah, Wizard Monkey, like I already said, like 2 seconds ago, very early, 20 levels early, so definitely a little bit of overkill. And Ninjutsu Master is going to be pretty helpful against the Moam class balloon. After I get this Whirlwind to actually knock back balloons to the beginning of the track, I'm not going to worry about the Tempest Tornado, even though it's a great ability. And whenever you have it, if you like using the Wizard Monkeys, specifically, there we go. Specifically the whirlwind monkeys. I would definitely recommend trying to get Tempest Tornado because it makes it really helpful. But for me personally, I just never really use it because I always feel like I use the whirlwind for the sole purpose of knocking balloons back to the beginning of the track for other towers to pop them, rather than making the wizard monkey my main attack force or whatever. So now that it's round 44, oh boy, I'm going to need better Moab defense. So I don't know exactly how well this is going to work. The Ring of Fire does do pretty good attack speed, so that's helpful. The Bloonjitsu Master is very nice, but it usually does better in like a group of 3 or 4. I don't think I'm going to get the second Bloonjitsu Master in time. The Monkey Apprentice, the Whirlwind Tower, that's going to be helpful if I can pop the Moab layer by then, but I don't think I will be able to. Dang it, that wasn't good. I'm just going to have to spam road spikes and just keep moving them back to be sure that that they actually pop their intended targets. Come on, I think that's going to be good. Yeah, okay, that was a bit of overkill, but just had to be sure, just had to be safe. So this does not look good. Because if I can't pop the Moab layer fast enough, then I'm not going to be able to survive this. And I like how this is kind of like a red, white, and blue color scheme. It's orange, so I mean it's close to red, but I don't know. It's getting all patriotic apparently. But let's see, there we go. And of course it's only like oh, that's weird. For a reason I was just thinking that maybe patriotic only means that like you're a fan of your country if your country is America, but that seems like a really American way to think. Like, patriotism apparently, in my mind, is an American thing, which sounds weird because, I mean, the idea of patriotism is just that you are loyal to your own country, not that you're loyal to America. But anyways, so let's see. Actually, oh wow, I just realized that. I was able to pop that Moab pretty quickly. So I think it's the second Bloonjitsu Master that really put the powerfulness, or the pops per second over the edge, which is pretty nice. And then that's our Ring of Fire, then Ninja Monkey, there we go. So I think this actually will work pretty well then, now that I can actually pop the Moab layer sooner, even though I did have to spam those road spikes near the beginning. But let's see, that works against Moabs pretty well. So now I just need to worry about whatchamacallit, BFBs, which shouldn't be too much harder, because even though they do have like 4 times, or potentially like 16 times as much force required to burst, they do move slower near the beginning, slower than regular Moabs, so it does it does help, but it's not good for me. Let's see, what do I want to place there? I kind of want to place something special right here rather than just another item in the line, but I guess I will just go with that. Because I don't know what I would put there if not a Ring of Fire, or if not one of these towers that I've already got in the sequence. And I probably could have placed a banana farm at some point in this strategy, just so that I can have more money to spend on increasing the sequence. But I think at this point, just placing more towers in the sequence is probably my best bet. And that was a little close on that BFB, but I think definitely now that I'm getting this next Bloonjitsu Master, it's going to be much more useful. And I'm really liking putting these all in their sequence. It's very visually pleasing, in my opinion. Aesthetically pleasing. There we go. And another good thing about this defense is that it kind of doesn't matter how many of what tier, how many balloons of what tier I'm popping. It obviously does matter to some degree, but it's kind of like a Glaive Ricochet strategy, where once you can pop 1 tier of balloons, you can, or 1 balloon of a single tier, you can pop up 100 balloons of that specific tier. It doesn't work exactly that well with Moabs, especially because of Bloonjitsu Master, where it is helpful, obviously, because it can pierce through so many layers with, or so many balloons, different balloons with so many projectiles. But it's obviously not unstoppable. So let's see. I am a little worried about how this is going to end up doing against the ZOMG, but I do have some time against that because it's only round 65. So I've still got 20 more rounds to improve my defenses and increase this sequence. Oh, but that always makes it feel close. So I could potentially lose this. I mean, in any match I could potentially lose, but this one in particular feels particularly dangerous. And part of me does want to sell that Ring of Fire and place a Super Monkey, but then that means redoing the rest of the sequence, which is not something I want to do at the moment, because then that means I'd have to sell quite a bit, and I don't want to do that. Oh, I should also mention that I got a little bit of token upgrades into Big Bloom Sabotage. I just remembered that. That is partly why if you try this strategy and you're like, oh hey, why isn't it popping the Moabs as well? I put 2 upgrades into the excuse me. I put 2 upgrades into the whatchamacallit, into the Big Bloom Sabotage, so that the Moab cross balloons are a little bit weaker than normal. So you can see how close it is. Oh, that's right, I don't have Rings of Fire camo detection, so that's not that bad though. Round 70 is not that troublesome, especially with this sequence. And then of course the Rings of Fire pop in and then pop out. Let's see. Round 71. Still not confident in my anti-ZOMG. Anti-Moab, anti-BFD, I got this, but the ZOMG, that's another story. It's going to be pretty tough. I probably should have gone with the Dragon's Breath to make sure that it was a little bit stronger anti-Moab. That would be a little bit more expensive, so my sequence would have been a bit shorter by now if I was going for the Dragon's Breath, but I don't know. I mean, at least Dragon's Breath near the beginning of the track, since the Whirlwind is more effective near the end of the track. Oh, wait a minute, I didn't upgrade this into the Whirlwind. Alright, there we go. Let's see, so about 10 more rounds before the Moab, or before the ZOMG appears. Let's see. Still just working on the same sequence. So I mean, obviously my my strategy is not very profound by any means. It was pretty predictable once I got started. So this potential strategy is not worth much of a notice, I guess. If I had more tokens into the Big Bloom Sabotage, I think I might try this on Improbable. By the time I get there, I'll see how many tokens I can put into the Big Bloom Sabotage. And then maybe throw in maybe like a wizard specialty building rather than the Ring of Fire. Even though the Ring of Fire is great, and I love the Ring of Fire, and it's kind of the initial starting point, like the whole like cornerstone of this strategy. I think maybe getting the specialty building on the Monkey Apprentice might make it a little bit better, or maybe even the Ninja Monkey, especially if I went to the tier 4 of the specialty building and then used the shadow clones whenever I needed to, or whenever I could, essentially. And then maybe even put more tokens into the reduced cooldown so that I could use the shadow clones even sooner or more frequently. That could definitely be helpful. But as of now, obviously, I do not have that ability. Okay, so round 78, still got some time. Again, with the lack of camo detection on the Rings of Fire. Thankfully, these Bloonjitsu Masters and Whirlwind Monkeys are capable of defeating those camo layers, camo rounds. Obviously, having the Rings of Fire would make them a little bit better. So I could throw down a Monkey Village somewhere. I definitely could have afforded a Monkey Village somewhere in here, and that would have definitely helped reduce the cost, meaning I could place more sooner. As well as increase their range and attack speed, which helps them pop things better. So a Monkey Village would have been nice, especially with bigger beacon, because, let's see, that's pretty much the whole map coverage. I mean, not entirely. I could probably place it right about there, and then use the limit upgrades to make it better range, but you know what? I think I actually will. Have it right about there, so that every tower that I have right now is within the range. Increase monkey for it. I'll give it radar scanner just so that the rings of fire can pop camo balloons as soon as it can. And there we go. So now the rings of fire can pop camo balloons, which would be kind of helpful. And then let's see. I think that's really all I need. I guess now I can just work on getting the Tempest Tornado, which I'm not going to have enough time to get Tempest Tornado on all of these. Not enough time and money. If I had placed the Monkey Village sooner, then I could have reduced the cost of everything, and I probably could have maybe done Tempest Tornado. If I got a banana farm somewhere in the line, I could have gone Tempest Tornado on all of these, but now there's only one more round. I'm probably only going to afford one more Tempest Tornado, which isn't a big deal, because obviously the Tempest Tornado is not the most important piece of this defense. There we go. So yeah, 2 Tempest Tornadoes, which does sort of mess with my OCD, because 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, so 4 more towers that should have had the Tempest Tornado. So this is going to be close. If I can beat it, I don't know if I can. I'm going to spam some tacks right here, or some road spikes, I mean. Just all my money going into this safety net, which I did kind of need. Oh wow, okay, so I did kind of need that road spike safety net. Not all of it, obviously, but yeah, there we go, nice. Okay, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.